Welcome to Financials with Aha. It's exciting to be with you today. We continue our journey speaking about investments. And today we want to debunk why do we invest? Now, knowing the world we live in today, so much is presented in our face in terms of material things, and looking at even the Western culture and how it's slowly coming into the African culture. Consumerism and accessibility to products and services is making things so easy. So many times when you think of keeping away money, you're just thinking, I need to keep away money for this time, and then I'll be able to get that, and then I'll be able to get that. So we are constantly on a run to invest because of the kind of things that are happening around us and challenging our lifestyle. But I want to invite us to a different or a new way of thinking. Look at it this way. When I have money at hand today, and there is so much I can do with it, the best thing, once I have met my most immediate needs and wants, I'm not talking about denying ourselves, I'm talking about meeting our most immediate needs and wants, those around us, and even those in need around us, then how can I keep this money so it can serve me in the future? And I'm going to hit on the ladies a little bit. We love those pretty shoes, but I assure you, you have one pair of feet. Unless you wear one shoe per day and change, 100 pairs of shoes are a bit much. If you don't have the money, and if you're not doing better with your money. If you have it, why not? We never know. But your money needs to be doing more for you. When a consumer item leaves the store, it immediately loses value. But when we invest our money, it augments in value and can serve us at a time that we need it. I'm going to introduce two things. We've probably heard of the word inflation. And inflation means that over a given period of time, the value of what we were doing with money today becomes less. What does that mean? If you gave me 1,000 shillings in 2000, that's like 22 years ago, my goodness, I would do so much that would take me for a week. That would take me, I could travel, and there's so much I could squeeze into it. But if you give me the same 1,000 bob today, 2020, my goodness, a day is all it will take. If I'm a bit frugal, maybe 2 days, but that's it. So that's what happens with inflation is over a given period of time, because of the rising standard of living and the cost of things, then inflation will make the value of our money to go lower. So why do we invest? We do invest then because we look for places where our money is earning slightly higher than the rate of inflation, so that even after 10, 20 years, our money has stayed at least at the same value, if not higher, as when I would have had it. So that's one reason we invest. We invest to be able to stay current, to be able to beat inflation. Two, why do we invest? There's something called the time value of money. Other people say compounding. We invest because when money is put in a place and allowed to grow, the interest that it earns, especially if interest is earned on incremental amounts, enables us to have more money over a given period of time. So say I invest the same 1,000 shillings today, and every year I'm adding 1,000 shillings to that, and I'm getting a return of 1%. At the end of 10 years, I will have done 10,000, but every year there's an extra 1,000 bob on which my 1% is earning. And by the end of that period, then the value of my money has been augmented over time. So that's another reason why we invest. A personal reason to invest is the place of responsibility and looking out for a rainy day. Why I say rainy day? Rainy days tends to be more aligned to savings, but we will get to a savings peak if we're diligent. Then we move the money to investment. But again, what we said as we save, ensuring that there's an aspect of liquidity based on what we want to do with our money over a given period of time. We'll continue to learn together, but I challenge us today in our action books to write personally. Why do I invest? There are generic reasons for investing, but given that we are all individuals, please think through your own personal reasons for investing, because then that will help you very, very much to set your goals. Thank you for listening. It's Ahau, and talk to you soon again.